Now let's talk about the other area. I mentioned that there are two main primary areas that I began to focus on that helped me break through. And the other area is what I just simply call the lower body breath support. I call it lower body because a lot of people have a lot of different theories on it. Uh, some people think it's mostly diaphragm. Others talk about the abdominals, even around the sides of the rib cage, your intercostals, the muscles of the lower back, and even the gluteus. I think I probably use all of these at some point, to be honest with you. The main thing is that you understand that trumpet playing is not simply an upper body task alone. Trumpet playing involves the use of your lower body. And in fact, when I hear players play, I can tell almost immediately if they're more of an upper body trumpet player or if they're actually utilizing their core and their lower body. How often am I engaged in this area of my body? All the time. Repeat, all the time. I am not, however, engaged at the same amount or the same usage. Obviously, when I start heading up into the upper register, or even when I start playing louder, I am going to intensify my use. And yes, on my highest notes and when I'm playing my loudest volume, it's almost similar to the feel of doing a lower body crunch. I would say more so like you're lifting something heavy from your lower body. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, isn't that excessive tension? Well, let's think one more time about high notes. Do high notes involve energy? Yes. Does that energy come from the trumpet alone? No. There's got to be some kind of energy coming from your body. I've seen some amazing players who can play high, kind of gurus who don't seem to be doing very much at all when they're playing high. But I would say I don't think I've ever seen anybody who's not doing anything and still able to play high. Some energy is being expended somewhere. And would you rather have that as your left arm driving into your face, or would you rather have that coming from your lower body? Now, keep in mind, I'm expending energy from my abdominals and surrounding muscles. And when I get up above high C into double G and that territory is when my gluteus starts taking over. That's just me. Hey, that's me. But at no point do I want to collapse the chest area. I want my shoulders down. I want my neck tall. I want my head right on top of my neck in alignment with my body, right? Upper body should be relaxed and chest should be wide open like a proud soldier. So maybe you're someone who you're not sure if you're utilizing your lower body breath support or you're not sure if you're using it enough. Well, I want you to just practice breathing in a very specific way. I don't breathe like this normally. Like this is very much a trumpet specific way of breathing. I've heard all along, hey, just breathe naturally. You've known how to breathe since you were a baby. But guess what? I couldn't play a double C when I was a baby, okay? I couldn't even play a middle C. I kind of sucked. More importantly, that philosophy wasn't working for me. I had to start thinking in a different way. I had to start doing something different from where I was. I want you to place your hand on your belly as you breathe. This has become, by the way I breathe all the time on the trumpet. I don't care if I'm playing only middle register soft stuff. I'm going to take in air from the bottom of my lungs up. But as I do that, I'm going to bring my belly button inward. My belly is not going to come out as I intake. So practice this. We're going to take a nice, slow, easy breath, fill up the base of the lungs, but bring the belly button in. And then I want you to form your embouchure and start blowing in a like a middle register straw size air strain, like this. One more time. And make sure you're not like fighting to try and cram a bunch of air into this middle register setting. What you're going to notice is you have this lower body breath support ready to excite that air whenever you want. And that's the real key to this whole thing, is that you're ready, you're prepared. If you're improvising, for example, and you're playing a line and you want to jump up into the upper register, I don't have to like use a whole different way of playing. No, my breath support is always ready to make those kinds of jumps and leaps. If you believe that maybe you're not using your lower body breath support as much as you should be, this is where you want to start practicing soft, long tones in the upper register, holding them out for a really long time. If that sounds painful to you, I'd say more than likely you're not using this area as much. I feel I can do this because my airstream is protecting my lips and kind of pushing that horn away thanks to my core and my abdominal muscles. So as you played that A, did you feel your lower body working to sustain that note? Or did it feel like a lot of excessive mouthpiece pressure? I can tell you that I started with my belly button coming inwards, but the longer I sustained that note, I felt my belly button continuing to go in and in towards my spine, kind of emptying out the base of my lungs, almost like somebody's squeezing an accordion, like that. Again, that energy is coming from my belly button area and around the waist, like that. Not above the sternum. Chest is open, shoulders relaxed, neck tall.